Salute, salute, salute. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to On Go in the Morning. I'm Uda. We've got some newly obtained footage that DHS has released. The video showing Renee Good's actions in the minutes leading up to the fatal unaliving involving ICE agents in Minneapolis. Now, we're going to break that down, right? And we're going to break down what the footage shows. At least we could do that all together real quick. And what DHS is claiming, because remember, all of these claims are coming from DHS, okay? And what people on the ground are saying, because there's conflicting stories as far as people that were on the ground, as far as what we're hearing on social media. I even went through a breakdown on the videos and the angles that were shown, and I didn't understand why one of the angles, one segment of the whole video was chopped out and played towards the media. We ended up seeing that other segment when other angles ended up coming out. So that's just things that we need to think about, right? And after that, we're going to be pivoting into the culture side, because a lot is happening in the hip hop, the pop side of the culture. We got Blueface still going on with his antics. Chrisean Rock, she's doing some things, boxing, all types of things like that. I seen she signed a deal. I seen her in Javonta Davis gym doing her thing over there. But a new thing has happened as well with DJ Akademiks is going at NoCap's ex-girlfriend, saying that, listen, man, they thought, and all of these young girls like that, they talking about they want $100,000 a year man and all types of stuff. Y'all on a jet, but you know exactly what come with that jet activity. So we're going to go into that conversation, and let's see, did Akademiks go too far? Is he reaching? Is every woman like that? This is some of the questions that we have to ask ourselves. We can't just be in an echo chamber. All right, so salute to everybody. Let's start to break down this video. I want y'all to drop a like, hit the polls. Everybody, no matter what platform that I'm streaming to right now, make sure y'all all subscribe to Uda On Go. It's running down on the bottom of the screen on the ticker, OOTAONGO. Subscribe. All right, cool. Let's get to it. Good to know. This is one of the questions that we were on live panels. It was going up, debates, arguments, all types of energy, I swear. And this is one of the things that we were discussing. We need to see what was happening before. What was the ICE agents' intentions? Why were they coming on go automatically? Like, what was going on leading up? I thought we would get some kind of body cam footage. It seems like these ICE agents don't have none. That's why Jonathan Ross was filming with his cell phone. You know what I mean? So let's just see exactly. If we go back, we see the wife, because remember, this is one of the big discussions we were saying. When the wife got out the car, right? What was the wife doing? Was she standing there? But it shows when the wife, I'll show the next angle. When the wife comes out the car, it seems like she's facing towards this house or this driveway or whatever. And somebody's back here. I don't know if they're shoveling snow or doing something around here. From the other angle, we see the other angle coming from this direction. So this is what it shows over here. So I don't know if you look. Cool. You see the car. The agent is already out the car now. The agent is already out the car. Did we see the walk around? Let's see. There go to walk around. This is Jonathan Ross. He's doing the walk around. This is her wife is standing right here now. Because once they come, this ICE agent's vehicle actually comes from behind and stops and blocks her in. Okay. So these other agents, they're down the road a couple of cars back. That's why I'm wondering why these agents came with such energy, because these agents already made contact with this vehicle or the occupants. Okay. But let's note that there are cars going all the way around this. This vehicle wheel is close to this line. Is it impeding traffic? Yes, it is. It's in the lane. It can cause an accident. Yes, it can. Okay. But we are watching vehicles going around it. Big truck, Jeep SUVs are going around it. And this SUV actually went behind her. Okay. So there's access. So it's not like she's just blocking, but why is she blocking this? Why is her car like this? And what, even though we understand that they live about 4 blocks away, okay? Renee lives about 4 blocks away from this location. She lives in the area, okay? The ex-husband says that she just dropped off their children or their child to school, all right? But this could be someone's house that they know. Why are they stopping here, all right? We understand that the wife came out to say that they were there supporting their neighbors. So we got to listen to key words, because I was saying, yo, how do we know that they were there protesting and we don't know that? This is what the media is saying, okay? Even if they were following a certain group that was on a certain page on Instagram or social media, that don't mean that you're being radical and you're acting like that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to understand what the hell is going on, trying to figure it, you know? Just trying to look at it from a clear lens, from just a journalistic perspective, and not look at it from my own bias or anything like that. Just like when I was at the Diddy trial, covering the trial, I had biases against Diddy when I got there. Great. I still got my biases against Diddy, but I try to put my biases to the side and just judge the case for what the case was, so I could just see the case clearly. Because what I saw was a lot of the jurors at the time, even a couple of was excluded. You know what I mean? Some people just wanted to be a part of the trial, even though people knew they had biases. They never spoke about their biases that they had. Okay. So I try to look at it from a clear perspective. We understand that the media chopped out a major part of this video. And there go the shot. But my question to anybody, right? My question to anybody that's seen the footage. Who do you think is to blame? There's always someone or something to blame for a situation, right? We could say that everything just happened all so fast, but damn, it's hard to just blame anybody, man. It's just life, and it's just crazy how life happens. You know what I mean? We could say that, right? But we can also understand that there's a chain of events, and a chain of events have been set into motion. Okay. The first person that we could say Renee is back in it. You could say she's the first person if you want to say, but we don't know why we know that's a one-way street. So at first, while we was debating this, remember, we didn't have all the specifics. So we were online on panels arguing whether it was a two-way street or a one-way street, because she could have possibly been trying to bust a U-turn, right? But we understand, we ruled that out. She was not doing no U-turn. Okay. It's a one-way street. So what are you doing? It's either you backing up to this garage or this driveway or something like that, maybe to unload something, maybe to put something in the truck, or we're going to have to lean towards the other way that maybe you're trying to block. But if you were really, really trying to block ICE, Why didn't she go into the middle of the road? And when we watch the other video, we see her wave on the car that was parked right there that came out. I could go right back to the car right here. Show you. This car right here. Look. This car that came out right before that, right before the second ICE vehicle comes into frame. The second car that goes out, this car. Look, this car right here. That car went around clean. Right? Her car was still moving if you look at it really closely. Her car was still moving. As this car came out here, her car was still moving forward. Okay? The car was still moving forward. So we don't know what they're gonna do, right? The car's still moving forward. Right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, you see that car come out. She waves that car on, right? The ICE agent vehicle comes into frame. She waves that car on, right? But that car doesn't go on. The car stops, and it's agents in that car, and they jump out and they run towards the door. If she's really trying to block them, why did she wave them on to go ahead of her? Why? If she's really blocking the road, why didn't she go more center of the road? Why is she just off towards the side? Is it impeding still? Yes, it's still impeding traffic. People have to do this or do that when it's lines in the street and we supposed to be just doing this. Yeah, you are impeding traffic. So anybody want to say she's not? Yeah, she is. You just keep it real, bro. No matter what color she is, she's impeding traffic. You know what I mean? I don't know if ICE agents should be dealing with people impeding traffic and stuff like that, or dealing with traffic infractions and stuff like that. I don't know. That's a whole nother question, a whole nother story we can ask each other. Is ICE agents going to be the ones pulling us over in the road, in the streets, because we driving and stuff like that? Now, that's a scary thing. So what's good is the police then? What the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of questions that some people are asking themselves. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. But this is my question. Like I said, I want to ask anybody on a question. Good morning to everybody that's in the chat with us, right? And that's passing by. But my question to anybody is, who do you blame for this situation? Right? Do you blame ICE? Okay. Do you blame Renee Good? Okay. Do you blame her wife? Okay. Because when we look at that footage again, I'll bring it up. Let me just bring it up to show you. Because when we look at the footage again, the person that's being the most aggressive is not Renee. Renee, the cop, Officer Jonathan Ross, or ICE agent Officer Ross, walks around the car. As he walks around the car, his camera glances upon Renee. The first words are the only thing we hear. Her last words, basically, or if we knew she had any other last words, was, "It's okay, man. I'm not mad. Do what you're doing. All right, whatever." And a vibe like that, kind of sarcastic, like, but you know what I mean? If police or whatever came to you, probably say like that if you felt you were innocent of something, right? So you might say the same thing. But when he comes around the car, he reaches the wife again at the back of the vehicle, right? And she's like, "What? Check the license plate. I don't care. Don't worry about that. You check the plates. We Americans, we citizens." And she's talking with him, and she throws the money allegedly at him, and she's telling him, "Go buy yourself some breakfast or some lunch." And she's doing all this thing, and he's having this interaction with her. When the next car pulls up, what do they see? They don't see Renee Good acting no way. They see her wife. There's an altercation happening outside of the vehicle. The officer actually is not saying too much because he's filming as well, so he's not a fool. He's actually, you know what I mean? But he was already filming from the very beginning. Why is he filming from the very, very beginning? Why? Did he think it was going to be a confrontation? Did he think he was coming to arrest somebody here? When you're talking to citizens, and we know that ICE really deal with immigrations and illegals. So what the hell's going on, right? And if they're telling you this is not officers, this is agents, though, federal agents, but you might look at them different because you'd be like, these people supposed to probably be dealing with immigrants and illegal. What the hell are you coming for me for? I'm a citizen, bro. You know what I mean? You might say that. I've seen a guy that was on video in New York City, a black man, American guy too. He wasn't from no country. He spoke straight American. He was telling them, "I'm American." They still had him cuffed up on the wall, hemmed up. Had him hemmed up. But what the hell? He asked him at first. He's like, "Yo, bro, what are you talking about, bro? I'm American, bro. What are you dealing with? Go find an immigrant on illegal to go road runner with. Go do that, homie." Like, what?
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
We understand that the wife has come out to speak, and she said that they were in the neighborhood because we were arguing about this. Okay, what were their intentions? The media would say this and say that, but they can't show no video on social media or nothing where Renee and them is like on some active protesting thing. Even though a citizen can protest, peaceful protest is all right. In your, we even got to go where it's at. You understand, Lord? But they never showed us that. Anytime you watch the news, you watch people that get arrested, people that get unalive. They quickly bring up things on social media. They quickly bring up that this person that robbed the bank, or this person that did something, or this person that was unalived, they stole candy from a grocery store when they was whatever, like 15 years ago, something like that. They bring up every little thing in the media. So that was kind of funny to me at the time. It's like, why didn't they bring up anything? Why weren't they saying anything about that? Because I look at things with an open mind, bro. I'm not a sheep, bro. Some of you maybe are sheep. You just listen to what you're told. That maybe that's you, but you never listen to what your mother and your father told your ass ever, but you listening to everything else. You's a fool. Straight.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Tell me what the fucking television telling your ass, and you never listened to your mother and your father your whole life. You questioned everything that they said, but you don't want to question nobody else. Your name is sheep. Leave me be. You want to be a bad, be that. Not mad with you, homie. My name's Shepherd. Never been a sheep ever. Okay? So open your mind. Unwind your damn mind. Okay? And look at things objectively. Open your mind. That's not what people are saying. Put all the information together. It's not, to me, it's not about a black and white thing. The woman's white. Okay? As a black man, we may have, listen, you see the birds and the bees? White people probably teach their kids the birds and the bees. As a black man, birds and the bees for us maybe come with that, but it also comes with, listen, man, this is how you may have to interact with a cop or police officers, or you get into we may have that conversation with our children. White people may feel a little bit more privileged that they might not feel that they feel that way. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I know, like, in the community, black community, our community, we understand certain things. You're like, yo, listen, man. When they come on, they whatever, let them get ahead, because you already know how they be on it, especially if you understand times like stop and frisk and all of these things. They could just run down on you and stop you, and just for any reason. It was illegal for them to run down on you and stop you for no apparent reason. They threw out many of these cases. I'm from New York City. I'm one of the people that was getting arrested with the stop and frisk shit too as well. Okay? You see all them cases? They threw all them shits out. You want to go do the research right now, go Google it? If the shit was wrong. So what is your intention? What is your motive? Why are you stopping someone? That's what we want to know as well. We understand the situation that happened. It's RIP to her, regardless of what. Some people are happy that she's unalive, like they know her. I don't know the woman, bro. Know her. You know what I'm saying? So why the hell I look like I'm being happy that somebody's unalive, bro? And people got 3 kids and all types of shit, and right now they ain't got no parent. Right now they missing. Come on, bro. Nobody wishes that on anybody. Okay. Did she have control in her hands? Yeah, she did. Ultimately, there's a lot going on in that time. Her wife is having an altercation outside the vehicle. She goes back towards the vehicle only when she hears that the officer say, get out the car. Now she's looking like she's getting back in the car. What are you doing? What are you planning? The wife I'm talking about. You arguing, talking with this man, throwing money at the other officer. Cool. You hear, as soon as you hear, get out the car, all of a sudden now you going back to the car, trying to get in the car. Why would you be trying to get in the car when they telling you get out the car? How we don't know you going in here to retrieve a weapon? How I don't know this, bro? You on wacky time. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? I'm talking to you right now outside the car, son. Me and you having you going back towards your car. Why is you doing this, bro? I'm talking about the wife. Just take our eyes off of Renee, bro. Renee's actions is when she drove her ass off. And when this is her actions. She pulled out like in that park position, where the hell she was in the middle of the road. However, she did that. Okay. And she drove off. She did that. We can just solidify that she did those 2 things. Whatever else you think she did, we can add it on. But we know that Renee Good did those 2 things. She pulled up like that. What was her reason? We don't know. She pulled off. What's her reason? Was she scared? Was it this? Was it that? You can speculate. You know what I'm saying? But we know that that's what she did, right? But the wife now, the wife is doing the most. Then you're trying to get back in the car. You're trying to escalate the situation even more. But then when you put your hands up, because I didn't understand, because I didn't hear the audio at first. So I was kind of wondering, like, why would Renee just drive off with her wife's hand on the door handle? If her wife was holding on any, like, strong on the grips, she would have been dragged. the car. She would have dragged her wife. She'd have dragged her. So I was wondering, why would she do that? But then when you listen to the audio, you hear the wife say, drive, baby, drive. What kind of world is y'all living in? Why is y'all acting like y'all's criminals? Y'all's criminals? Y'all got criminal background? Y'all talking about drive, baby, drive. Why is you telling this woman that? It's a heated, escalated situation. People are at her window right now, and this is what she's really focusing on. I don't think her intention was to hit Ross, David Ross, Jonathan Ross. I don't think she even really seen him at first. She's seen him by the time she's doing this and all of that. I've seen that she peeped him because we end up slowing down that video as well. The cops, officers, they say that she could see him, right? But maybe at the time when she sees him, it's all one motion. So we don't know if it's all one motion because you can see it. She's like this, and you can see her doing this. So you can say she sees him, she's doing it. You can say she's turning, because I think the real threat to her is these guys right here on the left side, reaching in the door, trying to get away. This is why she's putting the car in drive, and she's trying to drive away from that. See what I'm saying? By this time, Jonathan Ross already makes his way into a full circle around the vehicle, into a half, and now he's at the front of the car. He's already got the weapon drawn. See what I'm saying? The car hits him. Whether you say it hit him hard or it hit him soft, pause. I'm gonna pause that, okay? Because I was struck by a vehicle. I was in a body cast, though, nigga. I came back out of a body cast. So I understand what being hit by a car looks like, okay? I had to learn to walk again. I was in wheelchairs, body casts, every goddamn thing. I was in a hospital for months, okay? So I understand it. That's one of the ways that the Most High God brought me back to life, okay? So if you don't believe in God and Jesus, that's your business. 7 in my chats for God and Jesus. Straight. Okay, you believe in the devil, drop a 6 for him. Okay, the 7's in my chats for God and Jesus, homie, because I don't know if y'all said God was great today. Okay, you just looking for a content creator to look at today. Well, this one told you God and Jesus is great today, no matter what the fuck you see on the screen. See what I'm saying? Cool. Let me know how much of them going to tell you that as you watch every video today. Okay, I want you to tell me. Come back and tell me, Uda, I watched 15 content creators today all during the day, man. YouTube all day, bro. You know, not one of them told me that shit, man. You right, Uda? Not one of them said God was great, bro. Every day in that Diddy trial, I told your ass God was great, because that shit was like the devil down there. Get me twisted, son. Shit was like the devil, bro. Watch my videos back and see what type of energy I brought. God energy, bring people together energy. God is great, making people, yo, son, God is great, Jesus is great, right? That type vibe, love energy, homie. Remember that. Remember that. That's why God sent me there. I'm no fucking Diddy. Pause. Yeah. But yeah, bro. I just think that her wife escalated the situation, bro. Probably be honest. Really, really honest. Yeah. I think the wife escalated the situation. RIP to her, though, you know. It's a sad situation still. Really, really sad. Really, really sad. But the wife wilded out with that go baby go business. She wilded out. I do want to talk about Fame too. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about the Fame situation too. Because if you don't know, I don't know who's in here know Fame too. Shout out to y'all if y'all don't. And if y'all do, Phil James, that's my guy. Shout out Tiff in the building, Reese in the building. Okay. Shout out to my peoples. Let me go to the chat. Yeah, Sunday. Blueface is a fool, bro. Tired of Blueface, bro. Somebody was telling me, people messing me, yo, son, whatever Blueface in. Some people want to talk about these people. People is fools, bro. You want to talk about these people. It's real shit going on in the world, bro. We want to talk about these fools, bro. Great, but we could talk about this NoCap situation with Akademiks. Because Shorty, what Shorty thoughting, what Shorty not thoughting, we don't know. She acting like she getting tripped, flown out on planes and all that on jets. And she ain't oiling up, supposedly, allegedly. Sister. You know what I'm saying? Okay, stop. For a Jet 2 holiday, stop playing with the Jet 2 holiday, sis. Anyway,
no. Wait, hold on.
No.
Wait,
get these other people out the see. That's why I leave, because that's disrespectful. No.
Hold on.
No.
So my response to that clip was to let whatever. Why don't they?
Okay, but let me answer this. What if she said that answer because she's dealing with somebody who is making that? Like what if that's her boyfriend? Like, you never know her situation. That's why she said her answer. Like, you don't know what she got going on.
Yes. And
I said a year because
I think we're agreeing here. I understand that every girl in that clip, including you, we know you from being associated with famous men. Yes, that might be a reality, but it's also important that people know that based on whatever y'all doing, escorting or not, based on whatever y'all doing to get next to these guys, be on these trips, post these pictures, we in turn.
No escorting. We don't have to do anything. Don't have to do anything.
Did Trippie fuck though?
Wait, hold on.
No.
Wait,
get these other people out the see. That's why I leave, because that's disrespectful. No.
Hold on.
No.
So my response to that clip was to let people know that this is a different subset of women. That is, you would agree that the lifestyle or the people that you're meeting or the men that you're around aren't the normal group of men that somebody your age would be around, right?
But listen, what are we talking about? What are we actually talking about?
Because I'm answering why I responded. I was telling people these are women.
He said, these kind of men are not men that normal, like girls your age, I think she's about 20 or so. Girls your age are usually around. And if they're around them, then you know what they're around them for. So that's what basically Akademiks is leaning towards. We can probably suggest that or maybe lean or be inclined to think that. But does that mean that's what the situation is? No. But it's a whole other situation with it. So Akademiks wasn't probably too far off. He wasn't too far off because she was flown out by Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying? This is NoCap's ex-girlfriend. He ended up going viral because another person, I forget who, I think Floyd Mayweather or something, was talking to her like, who that? Or some shit. And she was like, oh no, I got a boyfriend or some shit like that. They were like, what? Who's her boyfriend? So they ended up going back in the archives like, oh, I'm fucking bad. You shitting on Floyd when he Mayweather. Hold up. So they went back in the archives and they found out she with the dude NoCap. I think he's from Atlanta, something like that. Wherever, down south somewhere. But that's all I know her from. So I never knew her. I don't really know NoCap that well. You know what I'm saying? I heard of him. I went through things, but she ended up going viral for that. But now, so Akademiks got her thrown in a trick bag saying that when her and her homegirl was flying out, they was all having a conversation that I could bring up and show y'all, talking about men saying like, yo, he got to be making 100K, this and this and that. The girl that her homegirl that was talking, that's sitting next to her, the girl looked 12 teen, son, talking. But the girl looked so young and so small like this. She talking about, yeah, you know what I mean, 100,000, 60K, 100,000, you know what I mean? Like, well, young chick, no. You know what I mean? Get to your bag, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? I don't think you should be focusing on men and trying to chase that. I think you should be doing you, building your career, doing the things that you have to do. You know what I mean? But a lot of that is not really celebrated. You know what I mean? I know me growing up, it wasn't really celebrated. You know, a lot of me and my friends or guys that I knew, they sell drugs and shit. You know what I mean? Plus straps and shit. You know what I mean? That was natural. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of friends like that. Some was within my own neighborhood as well, a block away. Some was. You know what I mean? As far as the girls that was in school with us, some of them was jumping off with us, you know what I mean? Popping us off and shit like that. But even the ones that was popping us off, some of them, a lot of them went to school, even though we was cutting school and some of them was cutting school with us. But when graduation time came, the girls graduated though. And that's the difference between the men that was in our community and the women that was in our community, regardless if they was doing what, because we was on the other side doing all our street shit. And the girls were fucking around with the street dudes and doing the things with the street guys. A lot of those girls, I can say, I mean, a lot of them finished high school, finished junior high school, finished high school. You know what I'm saying? Even some of them went to college that I know. I don't know everybody's story, but I know for a fact a lot of them finished high school. You know what I mean? So it's just about what's really celebrated. You know what I mean? And we got to make certain things cool again. Like going to school, like working a job. You know what I mean? Growing up, you know what I mean? It's cool. You know what I mean? I know people that work. You know what I mean? My pops is a person that owns things and worked hard for this thing. So I understand working and working for something. So I get that. And I'm working towards something as well. So I get that. But this culture right now with the sexy Reds, the Cardi B's, the Nickies, and all of this that's been pushed across, you know what I mean? I just think that, you know, it's got our children's minds in a different mindset now. So it's not cool to just go get your own bag, do your own thing, and you don't need to have nothing from nobody. You don't want nothing from no man. That's okay. You can be that. You know what I'm saying? You can be that as a young woman. You can be that. You don't have to have nothing from anybody. It's even better when you get your own shit and you got some shit to bring to the table. A man can respect you. Maybe some won't. They don't like challenges because they don't like strong women, right? Because people always want a fool, right? You say whatever you want to say and get away with what you want to get away with. But just be honest about the shit, right? But a woman that got something is real. A mind, love. She has things she's obtained. You know what I mean? She has so many qualities. You know what I'm saying? Which is just more things that she has to bring to the table. You know what I mean? And I think a real man will respect those things. So it's more about building your own shit. You know what I mean? Men and women, young men, young women. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit I've done. So that's what I speak towards. So I don't speak towards, y'all think y'all cool, y'all think y'all niggas and shit like that. That's okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Half of the niggas that talk like that, nigga, trust me, you never met as much women as I've met. You never got as many women as I've ever gotten. You never fucked as many women as I've ever gotten. Any of those things. Straight, son. Never. And a woman has never left me. I'm saying it online. If the internet don't lie, where's she at? Pop your head out, lady. Where are you? I've been on Earth for 40 years. Fuck. Where are you? So we got to get our mindset out of some shit. Trust me. Trust me. We're listening to the wrong people. And those mindsets ain't it. That's the shit that I learned growing up in my neighborhood. Loving wasn't fucking celebrated. It wasn't celebrated. It wasn't a cool thing. If you had a girlfriend and shit like that, niggas like, oh, you're a sucker for love. Niggas a joke on you, bro. They're joking on you if you got a girlfriend. Bro. Shit is corny. That's backwards ass thinking. My friend that was a virgin, bro, they joked him every day, bro. What you talking about? Joked on him. You a virgin, bro? Oh, he on a no fuck truck. He warming up the no fuck truck. Son, it was a joke. Son called the no fuck truck. Swear to God. Every day. Funny shit though. But every day, yo, man, yo, bro, you still, they said he warming up the no fuck truck. I mean, he ain't even driving the truck. You just warming the motherfucker up. You just warming up the no fuck truck, bro. You imagine the psyche of this shit, bro? The psyche. And we have to break the psyche of a lot of things, man. We got to get back to each other, start building with each other. We got to start building our own shit, man. The user culture, it needs to come to an end. We're in a user culture. We think we're in a whole culture, we're in this culture. Cool, you probably are in a whole culture. Probably a hoe in the culture, too. Well, but it is what it is. I've been a hoe at the time. Fuck it. Click the clip. You're thotting, nigga. So, ain't no difference, man or woman, nigga. Is you thotting? Is you out here just doing every fucking thing, nigga? You're wild. It's too much. Some shit is too much. You know what I mean? And that's not what we want to be pushing to our younger people. You feel me? That's not what we want to be pushing to our younger people. But get active, though. I tell y'all to get out, get active. Yesterday, I went outside to the protest. NYC, a lot of people turned out, thousands of people turned out. I did a live video yesterday. And yeah, y'all check it out. A lot of people. I got some good conversations. You know, yeah, it's good to see the turnout though. Many different people from many walks of life, black, white, different colors, Chinese, Asian, everybody. You know what I mean, Spanish people, everybody out. You know what I mean, and out for a cause. You know what I'm saying. Some people just there to just be there. You know what I mean, but I'm more on the journalistic side of things. You know what I mean. So I'm here and I want to document conversations. I'm here to see it from that perspective, you know what I mean? And but it was successful though. It was peaceful. One altercation, I'll stop. One altercation, it was, I don't know, like it was a person. I don't know what the person was. It was a person, and this woman was arguing and shit like that. So I wanted to be like, yo, come on, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? That he went off, or I don't know, the person went off. Y'all go back and see for yourself. I just want to, I just want to, but at the time I called him him. I did. So I see I'm saying him. But at the time he wilded out and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he went off on I was like, no, I mean, because I thought he was like maybe Arabic. Because he was bugging. It was a white lady and Arabic person. But I thought he was Arabic or some shit. I mean, maybe I don't know. But you know what I mean? So after everything kind of like broke down, I'm like, yo, chill, son. The white her son or something was whatever. He looking like, I just want to keep the peace. White kid. I'm like, yo, chill, bro. You're not police, bro. Relax. Chill. So he's still going up. Tell her stop following me. Don't you stop following me. Stop following me. So he's going off crazy. So I'm like, yo, chill. So I'm trying to stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I got my First Amendment rights. I know we all got First Amendment. Hey, cool. So I'm trying to split them up and trying to break them up and shit. So I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like on some Arabic stuff. I think he was Arabic. You know what I'm saying? He was. I think. So he's like, what? I don't believe in God. Don't tell me that shit. But so he went off on me. I'm like, what? Whoa, what are you talking about? What happened? So he like, yo, He's like, no, because Muhammad, and he starts going off on Muhammad and how Muhammad was a PDF and he was whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I heard of a story because I've read so many things. I've even read the whole Quran. I've read the Bible. I've read the whole Quran. You know what I'm saying? I've read books. You know what I'm saying? Hinduism, Buddhism, metaphysical Bibles, Apocryphal, Maccabees, all that lost books of the Bible. I've read all these things. You know what I mean? I've read a lot of these things from a young age, though. You know what I mean? So I've read a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? So even though at a time when I was young and selling, I mean, I ain't going, whatever, allegedly, when I was allegedly, you know what I mean? I always was a reader, though. So even when I was living that lifestyle, you know what I mean? I always put things into my mind, I always read. So I know a lot about life, history. I traveled a lot too as well. So I know a lot about culture, history, nature, and a lot of shit. I've studied a lot of shit. Everything I put into my own brain, bro. I didn't learn it from school. I really, really learned it. You know what I mean? Psychology, studied it. Dostoevsky. Fucking college courses. I was reading that shit for myself. What the fuck is Dostoevsky? I can see that shit. So I get it, you know what I mean? So reading is really fundamental, though. Most definitely put some things in your mind. You know what I mean? I'll suggest that. I haven't even gotten to some of the conversations that I want to get into. You know what I mean? I really keep it light, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? I have my other channel, which was called One Community. And on that, I was talking about topics. You know what I mean? I was talking about the ADOS. I was talking about different shit, man. Real shit, real topic. You got real things that's happening in real life all around us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm a glue guy, a person that can bring people together. You know what I mean? Some people have that kind of a thing, and I have that. So it's about not me using that for my own self to bring things for myself and get a girl and for my goddamn self and be selfish all fucking day. You know what I mean? It's about bringing shit together for real things and causes besides myself or besides ourselves. There's a lot of things that we have in common. Okay. Akademiks is judging her, though. I can listen to her judging. You can listen to her.
20 years old? What do you mean? I'm there, I'm streaming, I'm having fun with my homegirls, we chilling. It's no weird vibes. Everybody there is having a good time. Like nobody had to do what you're saying. Like you're just paying false narratives, and I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that at all, because when people get up here and play with your name and say all these allegations that you got, I bet you didn't like that shit when you said some weird ass shit on a Discord call.
And I clarify, anytime someone has said anything, I address it directly. I'm asking you certain things directly, and you're using like
you didn't really address it directly because that shit was clear as day. You say the weirdest shit, and then you just try to you're basically trying to keep picking at it. Stop picking at a question I already answered. Okay. You're too old for that shit. How am I 20 years old and I can understand after you? That's like saying no means no. We know what no means.
Ma'am, if
when I listen to this conversation, though, I would say this: the girl ain't stupid. She ain't stupid because you're talking to academic. These kind of people is personalities, like radio type personalities. These people is quick, they funny, they will put you in a trick bag, say something to edge you, to make you get triggered. You know what I'm saying? These people do this, like Star. Come on, bro. Star will tell you some shit right now and trigger you real quick. So you got to be knowing. So far, us regular people, you're not media trained. So when you're dealing with people, so she kind of was throwing shit back at him like, yo, come on. But when people had your name in a situation, talking about some shit happened, whatever the case, you was feeling away, right? And whatever the case, you was talking about this, you bet any amount of money, $1 million, and people could prove certain things. So it goes to show you. So look, I'm answering your question. Just chill, bro. What happened? Even though he's still leaning to that side that, look, you want a jet, whatever. She tried to bring it up with Ak. Ak said, look, man, when I bought them chicks on a jet, I was trying to fuck straight. So I'm going to tell you right now. He told her straight like that. You can hear what I answered.
If you're telling me you're not a killer, but then you're saying I shot 3 people dead, I'm gonna keep coming, and you say, please don't ask me if I'm a killer. I'm like, well, you're telling me that you've done the definition of being a killer. That's not the definition
of it. That's not the definition of a friend that you did a stream with